All right, we're live. A different setup today, guys, because I have the boy Leah with me, and I figured I'll just get it done up here in the dining room slash kitchen right in between, cooking something up. And we have Chelsea in the final. So it's gonna be Chelsea, Man City in an all English final in Istanbul, Turkey for the 2020-21 UEFA Champions League final. How excited are you guys? We could also see an all English final in the Europa League where Man United could face Arsenal. Man United already have one foot in the door, but Arsenal, they're on the back foot a bit. They're behind. They have a lot of catching up to do. But this game was all Chelsea. It was Chelsea's game to lose. They had the advantage, seeing that they had scored that away goal in the 1-1 tie. And it was just up to them to go home to Stamford Bridge and just manage the game well and see out the tie. And see out the tie they did. Real Madrid did get two brilliant chances that was actually saved by Edward Mendy. And there was a few other half chances that was foiled by defenders, like Rudiger, Christensen, Aspilicueta, all did a great job. But overall, this was Chelsea's game. Chelsea dominated this game. And they got to feel proud of this performance. They really got to feel proud of this performance. Real Madrid, they were simply poor on the night. They just lack imagination, lack creativity. Hazard hardly had time on the ball to work his magic. And it was just a weird one for Real Madrid, who I did pick to advance. So I didn't get that one right, but I did end up getting the Man City prediction right, where City went on to beat PSG, 2-0 on the night yesterday and 4-1 on aggregate. So that was a brilliant display by Man City. And Chelsea, the other English team, the only other English team left in the tournament, followed up with a brilliant display. And Tuchel's men are in the final. So 3-1 on aggregate in the end, and it was a solid performance. I gotta give it to Chelsea. I have to give it to Chelsea. It was a solid performance. Player of the match, it has to be N'Golo Kante. N'Golo Kante. He was the reason Chelsea won this game because he stole the ball to cause the first goal. Havertz dink on the bar, and then Werner to head in. And then Kante just kept breaking up play. He caused a lot of problems. Chelsea could have won this game 7-0 if they had taken their chances. Or let's say if Thibaut Courtois wasn't good in the game, Chelsea could have went on to score 7. They were that dominant. Real Madrid just looked all over the place. I think Sergio Ramos kind of forced his way into this match, and it could have hampered the team because he looked very, very average on the day, man. A lot of times it was a mismatch between his height and the height of Kai Havertz, and it was just a poor game by Zinedine Zidane and his boys. It was just simply poor. But big up to everybody in the house right about now. This is a strange setup for me because I have my laptop down here where I'm reading the comments. I have my laptop right here, guys, and I'm using my phone to broadcast, which is, I have to use the technology, my AirPods as my what you call it, my mic, and the boy Liam has his headphones on, so he's over there occupied. But it's not much to analyze in this game. That's the thing. This game was an open game. It was a battle in the middle of the field more so than an end-to-end affair. And Chelsea won that battle. And Chelsea, this team looks impregnable at times. Benzema, you got to give him credit for making those 2 opportunities. But Edward Mendy, man, this guy Edward Mendy is something else, man. This guy Edward Mendy is something else. I could remember one Benzema shot, and there was another opportunity. I don't think it was Benzema. I can't quite recall, but it was another good save. I think it was Benzema too with the header, right? It was Benzema with the header, and Edward Mendy had to slap over. Yeah, yeah. So it was a clinical performance by Chelsea. You won't find that you play a quality team like Real Madrid and not have to defend and pull out a few big saves. So Chelsea did great. They did really, really well, and they have to commend themselves, and they have been very, very solid under Thomas Tuchel, who came in to the club, took over from Lampard when the club was in the Champions League round of 16, 19 the Premier League, and now they're fourth, and they are now in the Champions League final, now in the FA Cup final. The season has been a big turnaround for Chelsea. Now you can say that 200 and something million pounds is well spent, because now you have players like Havertz, you have player like Timo Werner coming up big in a semi-final game. They could have come up bigger, but it's enough when you're playing against a Real Madrid team who's coming up short. You see what I'm saying? So you have to commend Chelsea for this effort, man. So big up to everybody in here. We have Thriller. Thriller says Modric was out-muscled and out-hustled in midfield today. He was not influential. He wasn't influential, but I won't say that he was out-muscled and out-hustled, because Modric was one of Real Madrid's best player on the night, if you ask me. But he wasn't able to work his magic. Neither did Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos was very, very, tepid on the day. It was like he didn't do anything of, to cause the Chelsea defense any harm. Like no through balls, not enough balls in the box to really trouble the Chelsea defenders. A few, but still not enough. And Real Madrid just looked like they never was ready for the occasion. First and foremost, the first leg, when they were at home, they should have put out a better performance. And it took them coming from behind to actually salvage something from that game that Chelsea should have actually scored more in and actually went on to win the match if Timo Werner was a bit more clinical. If Timo Werner had missed this sitter today, he would have never, ever been forgiven for that. He would have never been forgiven. But Kai Havertz have looked good. He's in form. And with his height and his technical ability and his movement and everything, it has proven tricky for opposition defenders. And when you have Mason Mount playing the way he has been playing, man, Chelsea are definitely a force to be reckoned with. As a City fan, it's going to be very tough. It is going to be tough to topple this Chelsea team. But as you guys could see, there were opportunities. The defense isn't, as impregnable as we all may think. There are chinks in the armor that could be, exploited. And one chink that you could think about is Aspilicueta, who looked like he was gasping for air at the end of the game there. So coming up against a Phil Foden in the final could prove to be a very tough task for an Aspilicueta, who I think will start. So this game is going to be a good one. This match in the final between Man City and Chelsea, it's going to be a good one. It's promised to be a good one. And I'll be right there watching it. Not in Istanbul, but, live on TV. We'll be doing a live watch along for that one as well. And guys, I thought Real Madrid, I had confidence that Real Madrid were going to do it. But this Chelsea team, they wanted it more, man. They wanted it more. It's just attack after attack after attack. Real Madrid just leaving themselves way too open for the counter-attack. And if Chelsea were a bit more clinical on the day, it could have, as I said, it could have been 7. And Thomas Tuchel and his boys, they have to work on this. They have to work on finishing off these chances, because you come up against a Man City who are going to have a lot of the ball. You got to take the chances when you get those chances, or else you'll be punished. You definitely will be punished. So it's hard to call. It is a final that's very hard to call, because Chelsea and Man City recently played, albeit City making 8 changes from their previous game, weakening the side for the FA Cup, having the backup keeper and all. And you can't really judge it off that FA Cup fixture, if you ask me. There will be somewhat of a dress rehearsal coming up this weekend where Chelsea and Man City do meet each other in the Premier League. That will be they'll get to play each other before the grand final that comes up towards the end of the month. So we could look at that and actually, say, okay, and make conclusions. Also, guys, Man City are in a better position than Chelsea in terms of having the time and the leeway, time to relax, seeing that they already on top of the Premier League and will go on to win the title. And for Chelsea, they will still be trying to get that top four position solidified. And they are in an FA Cup final, and the running for the rest of the season, it's a lot of tough games. So that could work in Man City's favor, and it could also, work in Chelsea's favor, where if they go through that period unscathed, they could go into the final well oiled. You see what I'm saying? So it's a very difficult one. It's according to how you look at it. But what are you guys saying in the chat right about now, man? Julian is saying, yeah, Mendy is pretty good. Yeah, I am impressed with what not Benjamin Mendy, Edward, oh God damn. Oh, Edward Mendy has done in this game. You know what I'm saying? Edward Mendy was pretty damn good, man. Those were two big saves because the Benzema, the first one, was bent around the player, and why do I keep saying Benjamin? I'm used to saying Benjamin Mendy. Mendy, had to pull off a big left-handed save. And the second one, if he wasn't, focused, he could have been caught flat-footed, and that could have ended up in the back of the net too. And we would have still been watching the match, would have still been looking at extra time right about now. But Chelsea finished things off, and they did so emphatically. And as you guys could see here, the goals were scored in the 28th minute by Timo Werner and N'Golo Kante. How should I put this? Was it an interception? Did he take the ball away? It was just an N'Golo Kante-esque moment, the perfect moment where N'Golo Kante pounced and does his thing. And that's the reason why Chelsea scored that first goal. So that is going to be the problem too, N'Golo Kante in the final is going to be a handful. He's definitely going to be a handful. And, the ball passed to Havertz, him keeping his poise, dinked the ball onto the crossbar. And the thing is, you have to blame the Real Madrid defenders. Why switch off? Why switch off? They were caught ball watching. They switched off, and they allowed Timo Werner to just run in and head it into the back of the net. They switched off, and they weren't creating enough chances to actually get a goal back. They looked very desperate at the end, committing a lot of silly fouls, and it was Chelsea were just all over them. Hello, you cannot be up here right now. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But the second goal, guys, was scored in the 85th minute. It was another counter attack where Chelsea, were busy defending Real Madrid, who tried valiantly to come back into the game but failed miserably. And it was a tap in by Mason Mount, set up by Christian Pulisic, who has a chance to become the first American player to win the UEFA Champions League. So, I hope that does not happen, guys, because, as a City fan, I really, really hope that does not happen. If we take a look here, guys, at the stats, Chelsea, 15 shots at goal, 5 on target. They only had 32% of the ball. So they knew they had the advantage in the game from scoring the early goal. So all they needed to do was just sit back and soak up the pressure. And they did so very, very well. Real Madrid, very inept on the day in terms of their creativity, both on the flanks and through the middle. They're struggling with injuries. Their players were playing on, half tank, basically. And, if you're going a long distance on a half tank, you're paranoid and you're not really performing how you should be performing. You see what I'm saying? So they were only able to muster up 7 shots at goal, 5 of them being on target, but not troublesome enough. Only 2 of those were troublesome enough for Edward Mendy. The other 2 shots, one by Modric and another by who I can't remember, went right to the goalkeeper. Very, very tame. Very tame. So even though Real Madrid have been Champions League kings, they were trumped on the day by Chelsea, who have won the Champions League once, defeating Bayern Munich. couple, 8 years, 9 years ago, and they're looking to win their second Champions League final. But it's going to be tough because you're coming up against Man City, who are hungry, who are desperate, who have been trying for a decade to win the Champions League, and finally they are within grasp. And the only team that come between them and the Champions League is Chelsea. It's Chelsea. So crazy, crazy. It is difficult. It is going to be very, very difficult to gauge this one. But from now until when is it? The 29th? We'll be doing a lot of discussions. There will be a lot of discussions. There will be a lot of debates. The managers have a lot of work to do in terms of figuring out who's going to start, who's going to be on the bench, who's even going to be in the squad. And it is looking like a mouth-watering affair in Istanbul for the 2020-21 UEFA Champions League final. What are you guys saying in the chat right about now? Big up to everybody in here. Carl Headley is saying Madrid was shocking. I do agree with you. Shocking performance. I expected better. And I have not been keeping tabs on Real Madrid's and their domestic form across all competitions. But from according to what I heard, the commentator said they were about 19 games unbeaten. And that is simply ridiculous. We could even go in and do some investigation and see what their form looks like. And if you look at the Real Madrid form right now, let me make this a little bigger. You guys could see they lost today to Chelsea, but they beat Osasuna, draw against Chelsea, draw against Betis, beat Cadiz, draw to Getafe, draw to Liverpool, beat Barcelona, they beat Liverpool, beat Eibar, beat Celta Vigo, beat Atalanta. They have been in very good form. Real Madrid have not lost the game since God knows when. Jesus. January the 30th against Levante was the last time Real Madrid lost the game. Simply ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. And who were the team to stop that? Chelsea. Chelsea. So when you consider that, them being unbeaten for months, it was a shocking performance on the night. It was indeed a shocking performance on the night. You see what I mean? So, we have big up to my boy in here. Big up my boy in here who says, please do not predict for Chelsea to lose for the fourth time. Oh boy, you guys need to chill, man. You guys need to chill. But big up to you guys for coming through here, man. Big up to you guys for coming through here. We have Prime Prodigy in the house as well. We have Ibrook Palmer. We have a lot of Chelsea fans in here who says, where are the Liverpool fans? Best team in history of the club. We have, who else we have in here? We have Monique saying, absolutely brilliant. Dom, it's Malik here. Malik, how are you, man? How are you? Whose account are you using? Whose account are you using? But big up to everybody in the house right about now, man. Who else we got in here? We have a lot of haters in here. Big up to Goran. Haven't seen you around these parts in a long time. Goran says City deserve Champions League title. They are the top in the EPL. Rich, what do you think about the possibility of UEFA suspend Real Madrid on 2 years? I did see a notification on that, but I don't want to touch on that too much because that's a controversial topic that I don't know a single thing about. And, I think UEFA wants to actually suspend or penalize the teams that remain in the UEFA, not the UEFA, the European Super League, being Real Madrid and Barcelona, I think, are still in the tournament. So how's everybody in here doing, man? How's everybody in here doing? I'm doing fine. I had a smooth day at work, got up very early, got home, took a power nap. I've been, just paying attention to some cryptocurrency and things today. And, just try to get my money right and things, wait till I get my money right. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm here, watch the game. It was fine watching the game, knowing that City already in the finals. That's the beauty about it. Watching the game, knowing City already in the finals, seeing who we actually gonna. No, you're being ridiculous right about now. Guys, I have a 2-year-old son who's just simply being ridiculous right about now. Come on. Come on, please. Please. You're being simply ridiculous. Yeah, guys. So I do apologize for that. Do apologize. Who else? What else we got in here in terms of comments? We got no. God damn. Guys, don't have kids, please. I beg you. Do not have kids. We have Fatso in the house. How are you doing, Fatso? MW Trolley, Jack Jerem. Who else we got? So, guys, if you have any questions, just let me know. You know, I pretty much summed up the game in a nutshell. You know, put it in a peanut shell, sum it up. There's not much to talk about in this game. I think Chelsea played really well. They defended well. They looked very, very defensively astute. They looked tight at the back. Christensen, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, they all look good. They all look good. Aspilicueta, I think, could be a worry for the final, seeing that his pace could, you know, be a bit suspect against Man City, seeing that Chelsea has such a very busy schedule against tough opponents coming up. Ben Chilwell, you know, he played well, but not very, very, very influential, but I think he had a solid game. The game changer is N'Golo Kante. Kante is the game changer. I don't care what nobody want to say. This man is the problem. N'Golo Kante is the problem. Breaking up play, making big interception, cutting out passing lanes, turning the ball over, and, you know, allowing, you know, causing the team to turn the ball over and taking defense into attack in the blink of an eye, or pouncing on a loose pass and just queuing up the likes of Mount, who has been in scintillating form, Havertz, who has been in scintillating form, and even though Timo Werner has not been deadly and very, very accurate in goal, in front of goal across the season, he has been in very, very good form, picking up quite a few assists, and those runs that he makes behind the defensive line is very, very dangerous. And not to forget weapons like Christian Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech. It is going to be a hell of a task for Manchester City to go out to win the Champions League. But if you go out to win the Champions League, it should be a hell of a task. And with that being said, since Chelsea have brushed past Real Madrid, I actually was looking at it and be like, if Real Madrid come back here, I think City are going to have a field day against Real Madrid, because they were just overrun so many times, man, in their defensive third. So many times. I can't even remember the times. You see what I'm saying? You know, Michael Jackson have a song called Remember the Time. It's so difficult to remember all the times here, because it was so many. It was so many, man. You know, so Fatso is saying Arsenal versus United and City versus Chelsea. English football back at the top. Yeah, listen. We could only silence the critics, you know. That's what we could do. Silence the critics. When we say that league and that league is a farmers league, all we could do is silence the critics by making it all English finals. You know, we know that the trophy will end up in England. So it's a win for the Premier League, any way you put it. Regardless of if Chelsea go on and win it or if City go on and win it, it's a win for the Premier League. And we know an English, I think, you know, United have a very good chance, but I am still gonna go for Villarreal to win the Europa League. I ain't gonna lie about that, and it has nothing to do with United or whatever. But this guy Unai Emery is the Europa League king. We know this. If you've been following football for the last 10 years, you should know that Unai Emery is the Europa League king, and it's gonna be hard for Arsenal to come back and topple Villarreal. And if Villarreal does end up in the final, it's going to be very, very tough for Man United to do that. So what else we got here in terms of the comments, man? What else we got here? We have Goran is saying Real Madrid totally collapsed in the second half. Yeah, they lacked ideas, they lacked imagination, and they were overrun. And they look like they were flat. They look really flat. And what could be a contributing factor? It's the La Liga title race that's going on, where they are still in the title race. and they will be in the Champions League next season. But the title race is hot. Chelsea, they trying to hold on to top four, well, the fourth place spot, and it's a bit of an easier task than what Real Madrid have on their hands right about now. So I can't believe you put these things in your mouth. Guys, do you even believe this guy just took these stones, 4 stones, and put them all in his mouth? Like, you're ridiculous, man. You're simply ridiculous. And I'm telling you guys, don't have any kids, man. Don't have any kids. Why would you put 4 rocks in your mouth? And I don't even know where he got these from. Like, it's crazy, man. And it's some little rocks that it's on this thing around the TV. It's crazy. Oh my God, guys. But this is only a reaction. If you guys have anything to add, please add it. And if you guys realize I've been ignoring some people in the comments, you know what I mean? We got haters coming here. We're talking about Chelsea versus Real Madrid, and we got haters coming in here. And I have to address this, Banter is banter, but hating is hating. You see what I'm saying? Banter is banter, hating is hating. Banter is banter. Being a hater is being a hater. At least say something objective for once, the man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So Ben Rockefeller is saying Chelsea scary. Definitely. Definitely. And Man City, very, very scary team to play right now. Very, very scary team to play right now. So we're not going to sit here and act like City aren't a scary unit to play, because they are. They are. You see what I'm saying? They are. So two very, very, very scary teams to play against. And the fact that they're meeting each other in the Champions League final, it's a perfect final, because they have now proven themselves to be the 2 best teams in Europe this season. Spot on the money with that one. So what we're going to do really quick, guys, we're going to go and see what Opta Joe has to say in terms of the stats and, the fun facts. So we're going to take a quick look at that. All right. So look, we have Mason Mount. At age 22, at 22 years old, 15 days, Mason Mount is the second youngest Englishman to score in a semi-final of the UEFA Champions League after Wayne Rooney, 21 years, 182 days versus Milan. Mount is the first Englishman to score at this stage for Chelsea since Frank Lampard in 2008. Blue. And I have to give credit to Mason Mount, man. He has definitely upped his game and leveled up since Thomas Tuchel came in. I don't think he was playing that well under Frank Lampard, or maybe he was playing well, but the team as a whole wasn't playing well. So it kind of, made him look like he wasn't really playing well. You see what I'm saying? So if your team is playing better, you look really good. You look really good, because we don't have anything to actually, criticize him about, because the team is actually winning. So, best of luck to Mount in his career, because it looks like it's going to be a very, very, very bright one. And we have Timo Werner, 22. Timo Werner has been directly involved in 22 goals in all competitions this season, 12 goals and 10 assists, the most by any Chelsea player. So you see, when I mentioned earlier, even though he's been missing these sitters, guys, he's been missing these sitters, but he is the most prolific, person in the Chelsea team in terms of goal contribution, which is crazy when you think about it. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that the Chelsea team has been underperforming. It's just that, the goals have been distributed amongst, a lot of the players up top. Abraham not being involved much these days, Giroud, or else it could have been one of them. And, Pulisic have his injury spell. Ziyech wasn't really playing a lot. Havertz now kicking into form. And the goals have been distributed evenly across the players. Plus, Chelsea have not been a high-scoring team this season. It also says the previous Chelsea player to both score and assist 10-plus goals in a season was Eden Hazard in the 2018-19 season, 21 goals and 17 assists. Clutch. Talk about Eden Hazard in this game. It was a flat performance. It was a poor performance for Eden Hazard. It looked like a shadow. It looked like Eden Hazard's shadow was at Stamford Bridge, and it wasn't Eden Hazard. It was like the ghost of Eden Hazard, was basically playing in the game. you see what I'm saying? And the real Eden Hazard was actually still in Madrid, and he just sent his ghost over to play the game because he was very, very ineffective and not influential, in the match. So I couldn't put it any other way. I think I have to put it out there that I think Eder Militao had a very good game. He looked like one of the best players on the Real Madrid team on the day. Got to give it to Eder Militao. Nacho is a utility player. When you have utility players like Nacho, it's always going to be an Achilles heel for you, I think. So there's many areas that Real Madrid suffered in on the day. And when you see Casemiro being taken off, that's a sign. Like, you take off Casemiro. Vinicius never even ran in behind and troubled the Chelsea defense. Asensio came on. He did absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like it was Chelsea just basically steamrolled Real Madrid across this tie. We could all make this conclusion now. So here, 4. Real Madrid are winless in their last 4 away games against English teams in the UEFA Champions League, drawing 2, losing 2, scoring only 2 goals across the 4 games. Their last such victory was against Liverpool back in October 2014, winning 3-0 in the group stage stumble. So remember what happened against Real Madrid when they met Man City last season in the round of 16? Knocked out easily knocked out, brushed aside. And even with the inclusion of the captain, Sergio Ramos, it's still, Real Madrid was still not a force to come up against Chelsea. And you got to commend the Chelsea team. You definitely have to commend the Chelsea team. So we don't have anything else in terms of up to Joe. But if you guys have anything of note to add, I will definitely appreciate that. I do not know why you're on the table right now. It makes absolutely no sense why you're on the table. It makes no sense why you're on the table. No sense. You say hello to the people? Say hi. Say hi. So we have Thriller saying, Dom, has Zidane ever lost to Tuchel? Well, that there should have been stats like that in the build-up. But I don't think he have ever lost to I can't remember the stat. I'm not gonna act like I remember the stat. But all I know, for those of you guys who don't know, Pep Guardiola, like we were talking about a stat that Pep Guardiola, when he gets to a final, he wins. He wins the games when he gets to a final. And Tuchel, we know what happened when he got to the final last season. He did not win. So Pep has that in his favor, but there's always a first for everything. Listen, man, you can't keep doing this. You cannot keep doing this. It's not a joke. It is not a joke. This is a serious thing Daddy's doing right about now. Very serious. Come on. Well, big up to everybody in here, man. Guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button for the effort. A lot of effort being put in right about now. How many likes we got on the video? We got 54 thumbs up, guys. Smash the thumbs up button. Come on. We got 100+ people in here. And if I didn't say to smash the thumbs up button, you ain't going to smash the thumbs up button, guys. Come on, man. You guys are bugging out. Hello. Get down off the table. You know I don't want you on the table. Table is not something to go on. Stop it, please. Please. Listen. Stop it. You're being ridiculous right about now. Sorry about that, guys. So thank you very much, Robbie Lewis. Let me get to that super chat right now. Appreciate it. Robbie says, Chelsea and Man City are the 2 best organized defenses in the world. Antonio Rudiger's name should be mentioned in the best defender debate. Listen, Robbie, Rudiger has been playing well, but we're not going to get carried away here because remember, Rudiger has not been playing all season. It's not until a German manager came in that Antonio Rudiger got a look in. And maybe that was the change that Chelsea needed. But we're not going to go as far as to say that Antonio Rudiger is up there and he's world class. Let's not get carried away here. Let's not get carried away here. Please. Please, let's not get carried away. You're being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous. Okay? But let's not get carried away, guys. Please, let's not get carried away with Antonio. I know he had a good performance, but let's not get carried away. Okay? Please, go down. Go down. Go. Let's not get carried away, guys. So do appreciate the super chat, though, Robbie. And you have, you know, I think he deserves more credit and more praise, but I don't think he's up there with the best defenders because he plays for the German national team. And what happened to Germany recently against North Macedonia? They lost with Rudiger in the team too. So we're not going to get carried away with that. And I know that might not be the most perfect example, but it's a very, very good example. You see what I'm saying? It is a very, very good example. So what else are we got? What else are we saying right now? Charlie at Dominic Rich. We will see a weird City versus Chelsea in the match this week, as both sides don't want to show their hands too early. Or will we? Well, I think Pep is going to rotate. Pep is going to rotate. Tuchel is going to rotate. These are two managers who has the best sides available to them. If you look around world football right now in terms of squad depth, these two sides are the best. And it's proven to be so by the fact that they're both in the Champions League final. Oh, my God. You're ridiculous, you know. You're ridiculous. This kid takes a bowl and he goes in the bathroom and he's about to flood the place by taking the bowl and throwing the water. And guys, I tell you, I beg you, I implore, do not do it to yourself and have kids. I have 3 kids and I don't regret, but oh my God, I need to start practicing celibacy because I don't think I could handle it anymore. I'm getting old pretty fast. But look, I see someone is saying, Ricky Swift, you're saying Gundogan is German too. Nobody came out here and said Gundogan is the best. He did that. Gundogan has been playing very well, and he did captain that game against North Macedonia. But Gundogan is a midfielder. Antonio Rudiger is a defender, and the defender's job is to defend the goal. So we're not going to get carried away here. We won't. When you have Timo Werner in front of goal, missing sitters and things against Macedonia, you know, then you could blame Timo Werner. His name needs to be thrown into the hat, not Ilkay Gundogan. Please, write off of my player. Thank you very much. Thank you. So, Ibrook is saying vasectomy. Yeah, man. Yeah, what else we got here, man? Thriller from Manila. Klopp is a perfect man to take Deutschland back to the top. Well, it's going to be Hansi Flick because he has never really gotten the full job. He has been the assistant for some time. Guys, you see behind me? Guys, look at what's going on here. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what's going on here. With his little car, toy car. Look at what. He's going to try to maybe climb up and try to open the door. This is what I have to be dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. This is what I have to be dealing with. But what else we got here? Any more comments, guys? You guys have any more to add? Anything else to add? I do appreciate everybody in here. You know, appreciate everybody who turned out. What our likes looking like? How many likes we got on the video, guys? Let me see. Make sure you guys smash the thumbs up. We got 75 thumbs up. Guys, let's get the stream to 100 thumbs up. We'll definitely appreciate that. We have over 100 people in here for most of the time. So, guys, do me a favor and smash the thumbs up button, at least for the effort that I came out. You know what I'm saying? I still got on the clothes that I wore home from work. I wore this to work, and I changed it and put it back on and came home. I haven't changed yet because I came home, had to take a quick nap, drop my wife to work, and, you know, watch the game and take care of a 2-year-old who's trying to destroy the house. and I'm back here. So guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. And that is why you smash the thumbs up button for videos, for the effort that the content creators put in. I know the Chelsea channels will be going crazy right now, and they will be talking about this Champions League final for the next 3.5 weeks. I know this. I know this. I know the Chelsea fans. I know, not the Chelsea fans, I know the Chelsea fan channels. They're going to milk this bear. They're going to milk it until you can't milk it anymore. And you can't tell me I'm lying. You can't tell me I'm lying about this. You can't tell me I'm lying about this. But look, guys, look, man, we've touched on pretty much everything. Chelsea were the more dominant team on the day. And I would like to take the time to congratulate them on making the final. I'm not going to say but nothing. I've been predicting Chelsea to lose every game since God knows when. Atletico Madrid. Who else I predicted them to lose against? Who I can't definitely predicted them to lose to Real Madrid in the round of 16. Did I predict them? Who they played in the round of 16? I can't even remember. But I did. I think I predicted them. Sevilla. I predicted them to lose that one too, and I am gonna predict them to lose the final as well. Yo, listen, it must work. Me predicted Chelsea to lose must work this season. It must happen. And maybe Chelsea is the team that I fear the most. Maybe. But judging from the last time we beat Chelsea in the Premier League, I'm like, Chelsea, we're gonna handle Chelsea in the freaking FA Cup, and then Pep go and make 8 changes, man. So I think Pep got this. I'm confident. I think Pep got this. I think our defense is a lot better than Real Madrid's defense. I think we're gonna go in with a much stronger unit than Real Madrid's unit. And you know, I'm not gonna give the prediction now, but you guys know I'm confident about my team right about now. I'm confident. I'm not cocky. I'm very confident. Like I was telling you guys yesterday, there ain't no cockiness here. I'm not a cocky individual. I'm not cocky, but I'm a very confident person. And if I analyze something right and I say, okay, you know, that's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. I'm just happy that Man City are part of the conversation right now in terms of the Champions League final. But look, guys, look. It's been real. It's been real. You know, I don't want to make it too long. I want to give it some replay value. So if you're watching a replay right now, guys, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to all the people who have been supporting the channel. Guys, I will be live later on Dominic Rich Gaming, where we'll be starting a new series. So make sure you check out the gaming channel, okay? And that's where we have fun. We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to be talking about a lot of things over there, non-football things, football things, and we're going to be having some fun. Okay, so all the best to United and Arsenal tomorrow. Hopefully we get an all-English final there too. But I'm saying it's going to be Villarreal versus Manchester United. So big up to everybody in here once again. Appreciate everybody in here. And, you know, Ricky Swift says, the big body girl. Yeah, man. Yeah, big up to all the big body girl them watching this, if there's any of them watching this right about now. So, yeah, man. Yeah, Trilla, we're going to be talking about the cryptocurrency situation right now. We're going to be talking about things. I'll be telling you guys some of my strategies and what I've been doing. And we're going to be having some fun later. So make sure you join me. Okay? Join me and be part of the gaming channel, where it's more than gaming. It's where I put you on to game. Okay? So guys, from your boy Dominic Rich, I'd like to say thanks to everybody and congratulations to Chelsea on making the final. Hard luck to Real Madrid, hard luck to PSG. But the teams from the best league in the world go on to the final, where one will prevail and, you know, take all the glory and enjoy the fame and the money that comes with it to put back into the team to come even harder next season. So guys, from boy Dominic Rich, until next time, peace out. Rich Squad. Peace.